And here's the video review for Transformers Generation Sergeant KUP. As you can see, he's a newer model pickup truck with kind of an oldish look to him. I mean, it kind of looks like a cross between a modern pickup and like a classic pickup. And mostly like the big windshield, the big hood here. So very cool. A really nice kind of tealish green color. A really neat Autobot symbol there on the hood. And then underneath, you can see a lot of people speculated that this gun became the other exhaust port, and you're right. It actually comes out like that. You can see there's a little clip on it too. You can clip it on. He's got a couple little clip-on points up here on top of the car, so you can have him driving around with a gun on top. So he's a pickup with a gun rack. Real cool. But basically, you just slide this in through the hole there in the foot, and then there's a little post right here on the back of his waist that plugs into this first hole here on the stock. Just slide it. I mean, conceivably, I guess you could. So maybe you could push it to the second one, but it will stop up here. So just push the pegs right on there to the post, and then you've got gun storage and a second exhaust port there on the back. It doesn't match the other one, but oh well. So anyway, yeah, you transform. You want to pull off the gun, and I really like this. This vehicle mode. It rolls really well. It's just a neat looking pickup truck. And there's not a whole lot of, you can see some robot parts underneath, but there's not a whole lot of very obvious robot bits sticking out on the underside. All in all, a fairly well executed vehicle mode. So to transform him, yeah, you want to take the gun off, and then come back here, kind of go ahead and split the legs a little bit. But you want to come under here, pop the arms / doors off here, pull the tires out here, like that. And you'll see the arms kind of peg in here. You just want to get the arm loose, like that, and pull it up. And do the same over here. Then bring it up on that rotational joint there, and up like that. You bring the legs down, and you want to flip it down basically flip down the trailer bed of the gate on the trailer of the truck, split his legs, and then just push on the gate, and that'll flip his feet down. And then up here for the kneecaps, this is actually kind of neat. Just bend them down a little bit, and then this little side piece right here is actually on a ball joint, so you just want to rotate that around like that. Can you actually do it like that? But you can fold that down. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that was me experimenting. You don't actually want to rotate it around. It is on a ball joint, but you just want to fold it in like that so it lines up with the piece. And then just fold that piece down. I was just curious if it could fold down in there and cover that up a little bit, but okay, just line that up, and then just fold the piece down and into the leg. Oh, got caught there. Yeah, that's one problem with it. There we go. Just fold those knees down in there. You're going to come around here, and what you're going to do is you want to lift the hood of the car and fold it in like that, and then this whole chest piece rotates up and around. And as you can see, these are on springs right here. Let me pull this up a little bit. But yeah, you rotate this all around. But basically, as you rotate it around, these pieces right here that normally sit like this in car mode, they're on springs, so they automatically pull in to angle in and form his chest. And then the backpack you want to bring down, and it does actually, unlike some earlier pictures we've seen, it does actually snap all the way down and get out of the way there. So it doesn't stick up way up here. It actually sits pretty low on the back. You bring the wheels up. And the arms, you can, there's a couple different joints here. There's a hinge right above the elbow, and then there's another hinge right at the elbow. And you can rotate his hands. Now, a lot of pictures have them like this, and then in order to make them posable, you can rotate the door panel around like that, which gives him a little bit more range of motion in the arm. But then you have this giant panel sticking out the front. And what I'll usually do is just, instead of using this up here as the elbow joint, I'll leave this as a side-to-side joint, let the hand fold forward like this, and then you can just leave this panel rotated around. And while it's still there, there is still, that's the one drawback, I think, to the overall to the figure, is that he does have these big panels on his arms. But this gives you a little bit, it doesn't stick out past his hand like this one does, and it gives you a little bit, it just gets it out of the way a little bit. It doesn't really hinder the movement all that much. You still get the same, I mean, you got the same hinges either way. You pose the arms there, so it's really kind of your preference. But that's how I do it. But just to know, there are a couple options depending on how you want to do it. I like to fold them up like that. And then the wheels can be positioned however you like. You can have them stick up to the side, you can have them angled. It really all depends on how you want to do it. And overall in robot mode, he's quite neat. He does have the little clear visor, windshield type face on his chest, which is kind of cool. The gun, again, the clips end up on his back here, right up on top. So if you want, you can clip the gun up here over his shoulder, or if you want to just have it as a store it on his back, you can use the clips for that. And he can, of course, hold it in his hand. And also, this one, I tried Blur Sniper Rifle in Perceptor's hand, and you saw that didn't really work very well. I tried Recon Ironhide's big rifle, and even that was a little loose. This rifle right here will indeed fit very well in Perceptor's hand if you're hung up about that, or if you're looking for a rifle. But he holds it very securely, and bring his hand up, and really very cool. He does have kind of an angry old man face. Let's see if we can get that in here. Come on, focus. There we go. You can see he's kind of yelling. But it's a very nice, nice detailed KUP face. I really like that. And then just real quick, let's get him back in focus here. Here he is with Classics Rodimus and in Generations Blur, just to get a shot of the three of them together. And you saw the picture of with the fans project figures as well there in the beginning of the video. But yeah, all in all, a really nice figure, a really great representation of KUP. It is a little weird to have him in that constantly yelling pose, but you know, he's KUP. I guess he is constantly kind of old and cranky. But it would have been nice to maybe not have quite so much emotion on his face all the time. And like I said, if they could have found a way to, with all the engineering that went into folding the knee panels up, it would have been nice if they'd found a way to stick these panels someplace that wasn't so obtrusive. Maybe they could have found a way to fold them in inside the backpack or something, or maybe just even take half of them up inside the backpack and just have a little panel. Yeah, because see, like had you cut that off and just had this thinner panel of the strip, that would have been nice. But oh well, it is what it is. But there you have it, Generations Sergeant KUP.